Welcome to Daily News in AI Agents, the place to get a quick roundup of the most exciting developments in AI agents every day. Subscribe to our LinkedIn newsletter today in the link below to stay activated.
All right, so get this. We're diving into a world where AI can diagnose you better than your doctor, predict floods before they even happen,
Wow.
and even help you network without all the awkwardness.
I like that.
You sent over some seriously fascinating articles on the latest AI breakthroughs and their impact on everything from healthcare to finance.
Yep.
It's like science fiction is becoming reality.
It really is remarkable to see how fast this field is advancing.
And I, for one, am here for it.
What's particularly interesting is how AI is no longer confined to research labs.
Right.
We're seeing real-world applications across a wide range of industries.
And it's not just hype either.
No.
Some of these advancements are straight up mind-blowing.
Absolutely.
Like OpenAI's new system, O1 Preview, it's actually outperforming doctors in diagnosing complex medical cases.
That's right.
I mean,
The decoder covered this in detail.
wow.
And it's fascinating how this system is able to analyze complex medical data and identify patterns that even experienced doctors might miss.
Right.
Raises some really interesting questions
Yeah.
about the future of healthcare.
Imagine a world where you could get a diagnosis in minutes without having to wait for weeks for appointments and test results.
Absolutely.
It could be a game changer, especially for people in rural areas or those with limited access to specialists.
Huge.
And OpenAI isn't stopping there. They've also developed another system called O3,
That's right.
which is making waves in the field of general intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay, so this O3 thing scored 75.7% on something called the ARC-AGI benchmark. What does that even mean?
So the ARC-AGI benchmark is essentially a test designed to measure an AI's ability to learn and solve problems across different domains.
Right.
Think of it like an IQ test for AI.
Okay.
A score of 75.7% suggests that O3 is showing signs of what we call general intelligence. The ability to apply knowledge and skills to a wide range of situations.
So is this AI system actually starting to think like a human?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's one that researchers are grappling with right now. O3's performance on this benchmark certainly suggests that we're getting closer to developing AI systems that exhibit human-like intelligence.
So that's both exciting and a little bit unsettling, right? Like, what happens when machines become as smart as us?
A lot of debate about that.
Or even smarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for now, I think it's important to focus on how we can harness these advancements for good.
Okay, so speaking of advancements, we can't forget about the business side of AI.
Right.
Elon Musk's xAI just raised a staggering $6 billion in funding.
A lot of money.
Even big players like Nvidia and AMD are jumping on board.
It really underscores the massive financial interest in AI right now.
Yeah, they're realizing the potential of this technology to disrupt industries and create entirely new markets.
Yeah, it's huge.
But it's not just about throwing money at the problem.
Right.
We also have to consider the software side of things.
Absolutely.
One of the articles you shared from the Decoder highlighted how AMD is actually struggling in the AI chip market, even after their recent investments.
Interesting.
And the article mentions a study that suggests that AMD's software limitations are holding them back.
Oh, wow.
So even though they're producing powerful hardware, their software isn't optimized for AI workloads.
I see.
Which puts them at a disadvantage compared to Nvidia.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's like having a Ferrari with a bicycle engine.
That's a good analogy.
All that power, but you're not going anywhere fast.
Exactly.
It's a good reminder that developing powerful AI systems requires more than just cutting-edge hardware. We also need sophisticated software that can leverage that hardware effectively.
Couldn't agree more.
And while we're talking about the business of AI, I was really intrigued by that article in TechCrunch about revenue-based financing startups in the Yemeni region.
Yes, that's a fascinating example of how AI is being used to democratize access to capital.
So instead of relying on credit scores and collateral.
Right.
They're using AI to get a more nuanced picture of a borrower's financial health.
Exactly.
And it's opening up new funding avenues for businesses that might not have qualified for traditional loans.
Big time.
And this type of AI-powered lending is becoming increasingly popular.
It is.
Especially in emerging markets where access to capital is often a major barrier to growth.
For sure.
Okay, so we've talked about how AI is impacting healthcare and finance.
We have.
But what about some of the more tangible, everyday applications?
Yeah.
This is where it gets really interesting for me.
Okay.
Generative AI, for example, is changing the game for businesses of all sizes.
The next web article you shared really dove into how traditional business metrics are being challenged by the capabilities of generative AI.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
AI can now generate marketing copy, create product designs, even compose music for commercials.
That's right.
It's like having a whole team of creatives at your fingertips.
It really is.
And it's not just about replacing human creativity.
Oh.
It's more about augmenting it.
I agree.
AI can handle the repetitive tasks,
Yeah.
freeing up human designers and marketers to focus on the more strategic and creative aspects of their work.
I had the idea.
And it's not just limited to the creative fields either.
Right.
Data Economy had a piece on how AI is being used to transform the way we network.
Oh, yeah.
They're talking about using AI to connect people based on shared interests and goals.
Interesting.
Essentially taking the awkwardness out of networking.
I like it.
Imagine going to a conference and having an AI assistant that analyzes the attendees and suggests people you should connect with based on your professional interests.
Wow.
Or even your personality type.
That would be cool.
It could make networking much more efficient and, dare I say, enjoyable.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, now that would be a game changer for someone like me who dreads those networking events.
Yeah, I can see that.
But perhaps the most impactful application I came across was in that AI Hub article. They talked about an AI tool that generates realistic satellite images and predict future flooding.
That's a big deal.
We've seen the devastating effects of flooding all over the world.
Yeah.
Having a tool that can accurately predict these events could be crucial for disaster preparedness and mitigation efforts.
Absolutely crucial.
We're talking about potentially saving lives and property here.
Huge implications.
And the craziest part is
What?
all of these advancements are happening at such a rapid pace.
It really does feel like we're at a tipping point.
Yeah.
AI is no longer a futuristic concept.
It's here. It's
Yeah.
evolving rapidly,
Yeah.
and it's impacting virtually every aspect of our lives.
Every aspect.
And while that's incredibly exciting,
It is exciting.
it also raises some important questions about how we manage this technology and ensure that it's used responsibly.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
With any powerful technology comes a responsibility to use it ethically and thoughtfully. One of the articles you sent over from Unite AI really got me thinking about this concept of what they call shadow AI.
Shadow AI.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of ominous.
It does a little bit.
What exactly does that mean?
It refers to the use of AI within businesses without proper oversight or control.
I see.
Basically, is when AI systems are implemented and operate in the shadows without clear guidelines or accountability.
So I see where the shadow part comes in.
Right.
But what's the big deal?
Well,
If businesses are using AI to improve their operations, isn't that a good thing?
it can be.
Okay.
But the problem with shadow AI is that it can lead to unintended consequences.
Okay.
For example, an AI system might be used to automate hiring decisions.
Right.
But if the system isn't properly designed and monitored, it could perpetuate existing biases and lead to unfair outcomes.
Oh, so it's like those stories you hear about algorithms being biased against certain groups of people.
Exactly.
Right.
Without proper governance and transparency, AI systems can become a black box,
Okay.
making decisions that are difficult to understand or challenge.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
And it seems like there's a growing awareness of the need for AI security as well.
there is.
Remember that article from AI Tech Park about Mindgard raising $8 million for AI security testing?
Yes, that was a significant development.
Yeah.
It highlights the fact that AI systems are vulnerable to attacks and manipulation, just like any other computer system.
Of course.
As AI becomes more prevalent,
Right.
ensuring its security is paramount.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
If an AI system controlling a self-driving car gets hacked,
Right.
the consequences could be catastrophic.
Absolutely.
And it's not just about preventing malicious attacks either.
No, it's not.
We also need to consider the potential for accidental harm.
Yeah.
AI systems are complex.
Very complex.
And even a small error in their design or implementation could have major repercussions.
That's right.
It's like the saying goes.
What's that?
With great power comes great responsibility.
Very true.
As we continue to develop and deploy increasingly powerful AI systems,
Right.
we need to prioritize safety and security every step of the way.
Couldn't agree more.
Okay, so we've talked about some of the potential downsides of AI.
We have.
But what about the positive side?
Yeah. I mean, there's so much potential for AI to solve some of the world's biggest problems.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely right.
There's a lot of excitement around the potential for AI to revolutionize fields like healthcare, education,
Right.
and even climate change mitigation.
For example, AI is being used to develop new drugs and therapies,
Right.
personalized learning experiences,
Wow.
and optimize energy consumption.
So it's almost like AI is giving us superpowers
Yeah.
to tackle these massive challenges.
In a way, it is.
Wow.
AI is a powerful tool that can amplify our abilities
Right.
and help us find solutions that were previously beyond our reach.
It's mind-blowing to think about the possibilities.
It is.
But let's not forget about the potential impact on the job market.
Right.
There's a lot of concern that AI will automate jobs and lead to widespread unemployment.
It's a valid concern.
Yeah.
And it's one that we need to address thoughtfully.
Right.
It's true that some jobs will inevitably be automated,
Yeah.
but it's also important to remember that technological advancements have historically created more jobs than they've destroyed.
So you're saying that while some jobs will disappear,
Right.
new ones will emerge in their place.
Exactly.
Oh,
the
yeah.
key is to adapt and evolve. We need to focus on developing skills that complement AI
Okay.
rather than trying to compete with it.
What kind of skills are we talking about here?
Things like critical thinking, creativity, problem solving,
Right.
emotional intelligence, skills that require uniquely human capabilities.
Okay.
These are the skills that will be in high demand in an AI-powered world.
So it's not about humans versus machines,
Right.
but rather about humans and machines
Exactly.
working together.
That's right.
Okay.
It's about leveraging the strengths of both
Right.
to achieve greater outcomes.
That makes sense.
It does.
And speaking of pushing boundaries, we have to talk about OpenAI's exploration into humanoid robots.
Oh, yeah.
That TechCrunch article really captured my imagination.
Humanoid robots are definitely a fascinating area of research.
I mean, imagine a world where robots could perform tasks
Right.
that are currently too dangerous or difficult for humans,
Exactly.
like disaster relief or space exploration, or even just everyday chores around the house.
Of course.
I'd love to have a robot that could do the laundry and the dishes.
Of course, there are many technical and ethical challenges to overcome
Yeah.
before we see humanoid robots become commonplace.
Right.
But it's an exciting field to watch.
And it's not just OpenAI making strides in this area.
Right.
TechCrunch also reported that Google is partnering with Anthropic to enhance its Gemini AI.
Interesting.
It seems like collaboration is key in this rapidly evolving field.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Developing advanced AI systems requires a diverse range of expertise and perspectives.
Right.
It's encouraging to see these tech giants working together to push the boundaries of what's possible.
It's like a global brain trust,
Yeah,
all working together to unlock the potential of AI.
I like that.
But before we get too carried away
Yeah.
with the futuristic possibilities,
Right.
let's bring it back down to earth for a moment.
Okay.
What are some of the key takeaways from all this?
I think the biggest takeaway is that AI is no longer a science fiction concept.
Right.
It's a reality that's rapidly shaping our world,
Yeah.
from the way we work to the way we interact with each other.
It's everywhere.
It is.
It's a powerful tool that has the potential to solve some of humanity's biggest challenges, but it also comes with risks that we need to manage responsibly.
We do.
So it's not all sunshine and robots.
Not exactly.
Right.
There are real concerns about job displacement,
Yeah,
bias,
of course.
and the potential for misuse.
Right.
It's crucial that we have open and honest conversations about these issues
Yeah,
and work together to ensure that AI is used for good.
you're absolutely right.
It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of all this progress,
Wow.
but it's important to remember that AI is a tool,
Yeah,
and like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad.
right.
It all depends on the intentions of the people who wield it.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Well, this has been an incredible deep dive.
It has.
We've explored the mind-blowing advancements in AI, the potential benefits and risks.
Absolutely.
And the important role that we as humans play in shaping its future.
I think it's safe to say that we're living in a truly transformative time.
I think so too.
AI is changing the world as we know it.
Right.
And it's something that everyone needs to be aware of and engaged with.
Absolutely. To our listeners, we encourage you to continue exploring this fascinating field.
Please do.
Stay curious, ask questions.
For sure.
And be a part of the conversation about how we shape the future of AI.
It's an important one.
And remember,
What's that?
the future isn't something that just happens to us.
No, it's not.
It's something we create together.
We do.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have?
From AI outperforming doctors to the potential for robots to do our laundry.
I like that one.
But I'm curious,
Yeah.
what's the one thing that really stuck with you from all the articles you read? What has you most excited or intrigued about the future of AI?
It's hard to pick just one thing.
Yeah.
But what really excites me is the potential for AI to help us solve some of humanity's most pressing challenges.
Okay. You're talking of using AI to tackle things like climate change, disease, poverty.
Exactly.
Blah.
Those are complex problems.
Right.
With no easy solutions.
Yeah.
But AI gives us a powerful new tool
Okay.
to analyze vast amounts of data, identify patterns, and develop innovative solutions.
So instead of feeling overwhelmed by the scale of these problems, we can use AI to help us find a way forward.
That's the idea.
Okay.
Take climate change, for instance.
Right.
AI can help us optimize energy grids, develop more efficient transportation systems, and even create new materials that capture carbon from the atmosphere.
So it's like we're giving ourselves a fighting chance to turn things around.
Exactly.
That's a good way to look at it.
And it's not just about mitigating the negative.
Right.
AI can also be used to create positive change.
Okay.
Imagine using AI to personalize education.
Yeah.
Ensuring that every student has access to the resources and support they need to reach their full potential.
That would be incredible.
It would.
It's like leveling the playing field for everyone.
Exactly.
And healthcare.
Right.
AI can help us develop new drugs and therapies, diagnose diseases earlier, and even provide personalized treatment plans.
That's right.
It has the potential to revolutionize the way we approach healthcare.
It does.
You've painted quite a picture.
Hopefully a good one.
It's easy to get caught up in the doom and gloom of the world's problems.
It is.
But you've given me a renewed sense of hope.
Well, that's good to hear.
I think it's important to remember that we have agency in shaping the future.
I agree.
AI is a powerful tool.
It is.
And it's up to us to use it wisely and ethically to create the world we want to live in.
I think that's a great point.
It's not just about technological advancements.
No, it's not.
It's about human choices and values.
Exactly.
Using technology to serve humanity.
That's it.
Not the other way around.
Right.
Well, this has been an incredible deep dive.
It has been.
We've explored the mind-blowing advancements in AI.
We have.
The potential benefits and risks.
Yeah.
And the important role that we as humans play in shaping its future.
Absolutely.
I think it's safe to say that we're living in a truly transformative time.
I think so too.
AI is changing the world as we know it.
It is.
And it's something that everyone needs to be aware of and engaged with.
It's crucial.
To our listeners, we encourage you to continue exploring this fascinating field.
Please do.
Stay curious.
Absolutely.
Ask questions.
For sure.
And be a part of the conversation about how we shape the future of AI.
Couldn't agree more.
And remember, the future isn't something that just happens to us.
That's right.
It's something we create.
Together.
So keep diving deep, and until next time,
stay
informed.
Stay engaged.
Stay engaged and stay curious.